Final between the champions of the last 2 years, Dunhill and Tallow. A glorious day, a slight breeze blowing across the field in on top of us here on the grandstand.
Teams now, please take up their
And
positions
Dunhill, who are going for the 3 in a row, will be without their 2-star forwards, Tipperary, Borden, John Grogan and Tom Casey. Your referee for this game is John Moore from Airog, Dungarvan, in green there in the middle of your picture, as the teams line up behind the Dungarvan Brass and Reed band for the parade. John O'Connell, that's you. Hand up them 4 pens, please, John. You have to come up a bit, John. Well done now, take them one at a time. Did you enough, Pat? Strong men wouldn't come this over. Race is also. Thank you, John. A slight bit of shaking there as some lunatic was trying to fire up a can of orange, as in the meantime the Sunfla got executed at the other side of the field, if you heard the bang. Plenty colour here today for this historic occasion. No shortage of colour down Dunhill way. And the teams, Tallow on the near side, led by their goalkeeper Eddie Curley, and Dunhill led by a young fella I spot, but I think the fella behind him is the captain, John Drone. And the Dungarvan Brass and Reed band led by Lee Mahoney. Tallow supporters, at least the younger generation, have assembled behind the road goal and are in full vocal, as you could gather. Hey John, stop relaxing, hop around, take some time. Don't stop at all, shake the whole thing. The backs go back and the forwards forward, and it seems in this first half Tallow will be playing from left to right and Dunhill vice versa. Everything's set now, and the referee checking his watch in the middle of the field, waiting for the band to leave. Well-known photographer John Kiley has everything snapped, and away we go. And straight away the referee awarding a free out to Dunhill for a pull by Tom Doyle and John Murray. The free about 60 yards out from their own goal will be taken by Shawnee Toomey. Shawnee Livson for a ball dropping in around the 21. Tom Moore trying to get it flakered, and Francis Murphy, the ball hopping out, comes out to Senan Cook. Senan can't hold on to it. Kieran Ryan trying to get a slap in Timmy Sheen, and the ball walloped by Connie Curley out this side of the field. Willie Moore batting it down. John McDonald trying to get a poke at it. Senan Cook on the ground poking it back. Willie Moore getting another slap at it, diving it in towards the goal. But Billy Sheehan coming out for all on. Billy Akito getting it up into his hand in a spot of bother, tapping it out. John McSweeney. Sweeney, a long one. Drops into the hand of John Murray. And John Tapman on the midfielders. Kieran Ryan's Hurley went and smithereens the ball out on the far side of the field. Liam O'Brien and John Drohan gone out for the ball. Comes to Francis Murphy. Francis dropping it in towards the goal. Connie Curley bringing it down, clearing it out a bit. John McDonald meeting it first time on the ground out along this side of the field. Mickey Curley out after Mickey along the ground up along into the... And the ball cleared by Willie Moore out on this side of the field. Rob Power going for Rob, getting up into his hand, and a long drive out along the far side of the field. Tom Moore going up from Billy Sheehan, backing down with the one hand. Liam O'Brien flaking on a bit further. Senan Cook and Connie Curley after it, and Paddy Welsh getting it up into his hand. Paddy driving it in towards the goal, and the ball has gone to the left and wide. Eddie Curley's puck out dropping beyond the middle of the field. Whipped on by Mickey Curley. Tom Doyle scoring it into the centre. Pat Daly coming out for Daly, being challenged by Anthony Raha, but still Pat Daly with the ball in his hand, and he can't hold on to it. Joe Murphy, first time along the ground, out along the far side of the field. John Drone, Liam O'Brien going out for Liam getting there first. A long one down along the far side. Anthony Raha going out for Anthony, a shot this one. And the ball cleared out by Joe Murphy to John Murray. Murray clearing it out the far side. Paddy Welsh out after Paddy. A lowish one, doubled on by Senan Cook. Very near the line at the far side, but still in play. And it seems Billy Sheehan ran out over the line, allowing ball to Dunhill. And John Drones cut a lovely one across the goal, and the referee blowing the whistle and awarding a free out to Tallow for a square infringement. Billy Sheehan's free out inside the field. Willie Moore backing it down. Timmy Sheehan going for it. Sheehan high into the middle. Joe Murphy going across for it. And Lee Maroney and Joe getting their first clearing it out in the middle of the field. And the referee penalising John Drohan for a push on Liam O'Brien before the ball came. A free on the halfway line to Tallow. And the free taken by Connie Curley. That's dropping to the right and wide. John Power's puck out, dropping beyond the middle of the field. Rob Power whip on it. Timmy Sheen can't control it. Michael Kavanagh getting a wallop at it. Willie Moore, a lowish one along the ground. Paddy whip on the first time down to the corner. John Rahar doubling on it into the centre. Francis Murphy coming across for him. Timmy Sheehan. Timmy cleared it out the side of the field to John McDonald. McDonald slipping a pass in and Cookin. Left-handed diving down this side of the field. Tom Doyle trying to get a slap at it, and it's still Doyle getting in a pass. Martin Murray, and then Tom Doyle sending it to the right and wide. Five minutes gone and no score yet in the game as Puddy Power pucks it out again. And a long one from Puddy dropping beyond the opposite 70-yard line, cleared back to John Murray. Murray slipping the past Kieran Ryan, flicking it on Paddy Welch. Paddy well hooked by Pigeon, way O'Brien and Pigeon going on the solo. And his shot well blocked down by Shawnee Toomey. Goes into Pat Daly. Daly a lowish one back into Pigeon again, and Pigeon getting up into his hand. Drives a high one across, and that's gone to the left and wide. Powers puck out again, dropping beyond the middle of the field. John McDonald getting a wallop. Mickey Curley diving on further. Tom Doyle. Or Lee Maroney diving up along into the corner. Martin Murray going back for it. Martin. Clearance out into the middle. Well fielded by Shawnee Toomey, and Toomey flicking it first time down the centre. Connie Curley batting it down. Connie coming out and being challenged by John Doran. Two Dunhill fellas ran into one of them. As Kieran Ryan lets it on to Connie Curley, and Connie's shot has gone to the left and wide. Tallow missed their chances in the early stages of this game. And John Power's puck out to the far side of the field again. John Drohan trying to get a belter that comes into the centre. Connie Curley into John McDonald. McDonald driving it down the middle. And Lee Maroney, the ball hopping from, but Martin Murray coming across and whipping on it well on the ground. The ball coming out in the middle of the field. And a bit of bunching at this stage. Paddy Welsh shot along the ground, doesn't get very far. Rob Power trying to get it belted, and eventually Liam O'Brien clears it down along the far side of the field. Pat Daly going out for Daly, being challenged by Anthony Rahal and slipping inside. Anthony Rahal, still Pat Daly, betting it across the goal, and the ball has gone to the left and wide as Stephen Curley jumped in on top of it, couldn't get to it. Puddy Power's puck a lowish one, but yet it comes out in the middle of the field. Added to by Rob Power. With Connie Curley cutting off, and Curley playing great stuff in the early stages of this game. But the shot well blocked down by Rob Power. When it comes back again to Rob, an overhead shot into the middle. Kieran Ryan going across for Liam O'Brien, and he took him out of the way. And Paddy Welsh wound up with the ball, and the referee blowing the whistle and awarding a free in to Dunhill. Let it be said that in spite of the fine day, the ground is rather slippery, and the grass, believe it or not, is slightly on the long side. And the free taken by John Drohan is dropping out to the right, wide. Eddie Curley's puck out, dropping out in the middle of the field. Liam O'Brien getting the break shot. This one, John Murray coming out of it again. Kieran Ryan trying to get a belt to Kieran. Into Pat Daly. And Daly causing all sorts of problems for Anthony Raham. The early stage is still Pat Daly going down on the 21-yard line. He takes a shot that's gone across to the right and wide. And there's some Tallow people going hopping mad over all these wides, and you wouldn't blame them. John Power's puck out. Very near the line, gone out over the line off the hurley of Timmy Sheehan. A line ball to Dunhill. Taken by Willie Moore. Moore into the centre, into Senan Cook. Cook, a former Kilkenny hurler, dropping it high in towards the goal, and the ball is... Michael Kavanagh was inside the whole lot, about a yard from the goal, and he kicked it out the wrong side of the post and wide. Eddie Curley's puck out to this side of the field. Hands going up, and the referee blowing the whistle and figuring out that Rob Powell was doing a bit of pushing on John McDonald. A free in to Tallow. Just inside the 70-yard line, he'll be taken by Connie Curley. Connie walloped him across the far side of the field, and the ball batted down by Joe Murphy. Pigeon out after him. Pigeon, a bit of a problem picking it up. And Joe Murphy in the thick of things. Joe blocking it down, is still Pigeon. And the ball, it won't come up. Where's the ball? The ball is in the hand of Liam Maroney. Maroney whipping it into the centre, but Willie Moore cutting it off. And Willie shot, this one comes to the hand of Rob Powell. Rob first time down on the far side of the field. Billy Sheehan going out from Sheehan, shot well blocked down by Francis Murphy. Comes into Michael Kavanagh. Out on the far side, dropping it in, and Eddie Curley coming out and batting it out bravely, and Timmy Sheehan whipping it, but it comes out to Tom Moore. Tom Moore about 30 yards out and can't hit it. Betting it into the centre again, and Michael Kavanagh fording, and the ball cut straight off the ground by John Grohan over the bar. But our first goal of the game, a point to Dunhill. After 11.5 minutes of play. Hey! The puck out from Eddie Curley, dropping beyond the halfway line. The referee spotting an infringement and awarding a free to Dunhill. Taken by Shawnee Toomey, and the ball dropping in around the edge of the square. Walloped out by Tom McSweeney, out to Mickey Curley, and Curley, a well-known speed merchant, and that's why he's about 55 yards out, and he drops it in towards the goal to Lee Maroney. Maroney gets into his hand. A goal for Tallow scored by Lee Maroney. After 12.5 minutes of play, and that makes a Tallow a goal, Dunhill a point. John Power's puck out to the far side of the field. Paddy Welch's hurley gone bits as he tried to put it. John Drohan putting it up along the far side. Francis Murphy coming out from Mutty. Curley getting ahead of him, and Mutty very near the line but getting in his shot. He comes back again and Mutty getting at it again into the centre. John McDonald poking it out, and Liam O'Brien one-handed. Shot doesn't go very far to Shawnee Toomey. Toomey into the middle into Paddy Welch. Welch flicking it into his midfield partner Rob Powell. Rob about 60 yards out, sends in a high one over the bar. Another point to Dunhill scored by Rob Powell to make it Tallow a goal, Dunhill 2 points. Eddie Courtney's puck out on this side of the field. Whipped in the air. Across there's a Mickey Curley and Willie Moore going for Willie getting their first ball. Gone out of the line of Timmy Sheehan's leg. A line ball to Dunhill. Taken by Willie Moore along this side of the field. Well grabbed by John Raha into Tom Moore. Tom in the spot about on the ball, tapped away from by Liam O'Brien. Liam O'Brien back out about 30 yards out. It comes into the hand of John Raha. Raha hooped. Connie Curley trying to get a slap at it, and Paddy Welch getting a chop and a free in to Dunhill. And the free taken by John Drohan has gone to the right and wide. Come on, hey, take wide. Take wide. From the puck out to the far side of the field. Tom Doyle flicking it on to Pat Daly. Daly on a solo being challenged by Shawnee Toomey. A low hopping one across it. Puddy Powell jabs out for a 65. I was going to say 70. So the 65 or the 70 or whatever you'd like to call it will be taken by corner forward Stephen Curley, better known as Jacko, and Jacko dropping it out to the left. The ball has gone out over the end line and wide. John Power's puck out to this side of the field. Rob Power going for Rob. Cooley getting it into his hand and then flicking it on in front of Senan Cook. Cook on a solo being chased by Mickey Curley. And it's still Senan Cook. And Timmy Sheehan poking away from it. It comes to Mickey Curley. Mickey walloping it down along this side of the field. Stephen Curley can't get to it, and the ball whipped on by Willie Moore. He made half, so the hurley comes out to Rob Power. Rob first time it across to the far side of the field. Francis Murphy going out from Mutty Curley, and Francis getting into his hand and ducking inside Mutty. A fresh air shot, but it's still Francis Murphy trying to flick it into the centre. Liam O'Brien, Cooley tapping out to Kieran Ryan. Kieran taking his eye off it and then fouling Francis Murphy, and the referee blowing the whistle and awarding a free in to Dunhill. Rob Powell and Senan Cook having a bit of a discussion to know who's going to take it, and at the end of the meeting it was decided it would be taken by Rob Powell. The free just outside the 50-yard line taken by Rob has gone to the left and wide. Well, there's no doubt about it, but John Grogan and Tom Casey are badly missed when it comes to taking frees, never mind say play in general. Eddie Curley's puck out. Long one dropping beyond the middle of the field, and Rob Power going upward without being challenged, flicking it in the centre, and Dunhill are putting the passes together at this stage, and Rob flicking it in, sending Cook with a long one that's gone way to the left and wide. Chilling for here. The puck out, dropping on the halfway line, belted on by Kieran Ryan. John Murray, centre back. John backing it out, being challenged by Pigeon. Paddy Welch picking up the break. Paddy across the side of the field. Timmy Sheehan going for Timmy backing it down. Timmy being challenged by Shannon Cook, and the experienced Cook, Butler I should say. Betting it on, but couldn't get him. Pigeon driving it across to the man that's supposed to be marking him. Shawnee Toomey, and Toomey dropping a long one. That's gone to the right wide. Eddie Curley's puck out. Another long one comes to centre back John Moore, and Dunhill getting a grip in the game at this stage after Tallow's early flourish, and the ball comes to Michael Kavanagh. Kavanagh on the 21-yard line takes a low hopping one that's gone for a 65. Couldn't keep the crowd control anyway. Men and women. Stop kicking, that's so the 65 were taken by Rob Powell. Rob betting it in low. Coming into the hand of Connie Curley. Connie shot half knocked down by Shannon Cook. Timmy Sheehan trying to get it belted in. John McDonald getting it into his hand. McDonald, a long drive down along this side of the field. Stephen Curley betting it down with one hand. And the clearance by Martin Murray comes out to Kieran Ryan. Ryan about 60 yards out, jabbing it in the corner. Pat Daly, who has switched across to this side, and Daly betting the ball and over the bar. A lovely point scored by Pat Daly. And that makes it Tallow 1-1, Dunhill 2 points. And just 20 minutes gone in the first half. Well, it seems Pat Daly has gone back to the left corner again. And Dunhill have made a switch and put Martin Murray over Markenham and brought Anthony Rahar to the opposite corner. John Powers puck out. Long one again, whipped on by Tom Moore. Tom, who's come out centre forward at this stage. And Tom getting the ball up into his hand. He's on the 70-yard line. Shielding the ball very nicely in. Hitting it in the centre. Liam O'Brien putting up his hand and getting it, and Liam half hook. Timmy Sheehan getting it. Timmy, not a very long drive coming down in the centre of the field. Rob Powell going up from Tom Doyle. The ball breaking loose. John McDonald. And the Hurley sticking in the ground, but still he's over as far as Tom Doyle. Doyle getting away from John Murray. It's still Doyle into the centre. Pigeon, Ray O'Brien getting it up into his hand, and Pigeon diving over the bar. Another point. No, is it? Yes, another point. The Tallow scored by Ray O'Brien, and that makes it Tallow a goal on 2 points. Dunhill 2 points. 21 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Hey lads, I invite you to shake. What's happened to the Bears at the open leg? John Powers puck out. John McDonald's Hurling on the smithereens, and the ball breaking out. Timmy Sheehan and Shannon Cook going for it. Rob Power trying to get a wall of it, and Timmy Sheehan diving it down very near the line. Jacko Curley, Jacko tapping it in the centre, but John Murray reading it well. John going back for it. Missing it, a fresh air shot, but lucky enough, getting a second go at it. Pigeon, Ray O'Brien. Tom Doyle trying to get a slap at it now. Willie Moore driving it across into the middle of the field. Tom Moore coming out for Tom. Flicking it across, and Liam O'Brien getting it into his hand. Liam a sort of a fresh air shot, and then getting a third man tackle from Tom Moore, a free in to Tallow. Tom Moore is playing centre forward for Dunhill. Shannon Cook has moved out to the wing, and Michael Kavanagh has gone in full forward. So the free in at the far side of the field. About nearly 60 yards out, taken by Stephen Curley, has gone across. to the right, wide. John Powers puck out.